Hello, 你好, welcome to Chinese Pinyin. I'm Ella. We have learned all the initials and phylls of Pinyin. In this lesson, we will learn 3 writing rules of Pinyin. In this lesson, you will learn the writing rule of tone marking and abbreviation, and the writing rules of single phylls I, U, Ü, and the writing rules of single phylo Ü or phylls led by Ü with initials Ji, Qi, Xi. Okay, let's begin. First, let's look at the writing rule of tone marking and abbreviation. Let's look at tone marking. The tone marks in Chinese Pinyin are put above vowels. For example, in these 5 syllables, every tone mark are put above vowels. We should pay attention that when the vowel I carries a tone mark, the dot on I is removed. For example, in the syllables of these 2 characters, the dots above the vowel I are replaced by the 2 tone marks. If there are 2 or more than 2 vowels in the final of a syllable, the tone mark is placed on the one which requires a bigger or the biggest opening of the mouth. The sequence usually being A, O, I, U, Ü in the descending order. For example, in these 3 syllables, Hao, Mei, Lou, the tone marks are put on the vowels which requires a bigger opening of the mouth. However, the compound phyllo U is an exception to this rule, in which the tone mark is put on U rather than I, as U is the abbreviation of U. U, You, You, You. And the neutral tone of a syllable is unmarked. For example, these 3 characters are pronounced in the neutral tone, and there is no tone mark above their syllables. Then, let's look at the abbreviation. There are 3 abbreviated compound phylls, U, Wei, and Wen. The compound phyllo U is the abbreviation of U, in which phyllo O is omitted. And the compound phyllo Wei is the abbreviation of Wei, in which phyllo E is omitted. The front nasal phyllo Wen is the abbreviation of Wen, in which phyllo E is omitted. Now, let's look at the second writing rule of Pinyin, the writing rules of I, U, Ü. Single phylls I and U in Chinese Pinyin can also be written as I and U. When they become I and U, they play the role of initial, and their pronunciation will not change. A Chinese syllable can have no initial, but must have a final and a tone. When final I and Ü acts as a syllable by itself, the initial I is added before them, and with the 2 dots on the top of final Ü removed. When phyllo U acts as a syllable by itself, initial U is added before the final U. Let's have a conclusion. If a final beginning with I, U, or Ü has no initial before it, initials I or U used in the written form to replace phylls I, U, Ü. However, for the 4 phylls I, U, In, and Yin, initials I or U is put before them. See the following table for details. In the end, let's look at the third writing rule of Pinyin. Ü or phylls led by Ü with initials Ji, Qi, Xi. When Ü or a final beginning with Ü follows 机器 or 西, the two dots on the top of yu should be removed. For example, however, when yu or a final beginning with yu follows initial l or n, the two dots above yu cannot be removed. For example, in the end, let's have a review. In this lesson, we learned: first, writing rules of tone marking and abbreviation. Second, writing rules of single finals i, u, yu. Third, writing rules of single filo yu or filos nied by yu with initials 机, 七, 西. Okay, that's all we have learned today. In next lesson, we will learn the tone change rules. 再见, see you next time.